we talked before about the vision, mission, values sort of construct for strategy. There's a corollary to that, which is the vertical pyramid style of managing and organizing firms, okay, which is largely built around this command and control structure that was inherited a couple generations ago by our forefathers and mothers who came out of the First World War One and then World War Two, the military command and control structure.
Yes.
Now, the way I think about that is that structure is efficient in a relatively stable environment. Okay, so obviously the core idea there is to maximize the functional efficiency of thousands or hundreds of roles to kind of somehow come together to achieve some set of outcomes and report up to a CEO.
Yes.
And I think that's increasingly obsolete. And you look at how particularly Silicon Valley works, which is these companies are aimed like an arrow to their customers, to the market, to the consumer. And the structures are designed such that resources are cobbled together, blown apart, reassembled to achieve value to the customer, which is much more horizontal and not really designed around kind of these vertical command and control structures. Now, the reality is that every business has certain stable elements and certain unstable elements, and it's kind of the hybrid. But back to the idea of the chief bottleneck officer is in order to be extremely mobile and extremely adaptive or agile to market conditions, an organization needs to be able to first be as close to the market as possible. We have a term for that. We call it customer proximity. Okay. And secondly, needs to be able to eliminate the big things that are in the way to achieving a particular set of outcomes. And often organizations are their own worst enemy in this sense because they create their own bottlenecks or constraints, are largely unaware of them. And I think the insight for me is that the more mature leaders understand this implicitly, but for those that don't understand it implicitly, they can build this muscle, which is the role of the board and the senior management should be to remove the obstacles to creating value for customers.